Hello students, I'm your biology teacher. So today here we will not going to perform any experiment, but here we will going to explain about the practical question paper, which is your 12th practical skeleton paper. Now students, as I told you that the question number 1, that is question number 1, which is major experiment, which is list of major experiment to be performed, that is question number 1, which is dissect and display the flower whorls, section of ovary and pollen grain mounting is not expected. Now here you don't need to mount the pollen grain of the given flower. You just have to take a section of the ovary, and on the slide you have to show the section of the ovary, and here you just have to draw a diagram in the question number 1. Now here there is one more experiment, isolation of DNA from given sample. Now here both the experiments are present inside the question number 1. Dissect and display the flower whorls, section of the ovary. Okay? Or in the question number 1, there will be the experiment, isolation of the DNA from given sample. Now here, from both the experiment, any one experiment will going to come for the question number 1. So you have to perform any one experiment from question number 1. So question number 1, which is major experiment, and which will come for 4 marks. So here question number 1, which is major experiment, which will come for 4 marks. Here it will be question number 1 or the question number 2. There will be the dissect and the display the flower whorls and section of the ovary, or isolation of the DNA from given sample. From this both the practical, you have to perform only one practical from question number 1. Now we'll come to the question number 2, that is B, which is minor experiment of your experiment examination or the practical examination. Now here in the question number 2, they have given the 2 experiments, that is to study the population density by quadrant method, and the second one is to study the osmosis by potato osmoscope. Here from question number 1, you just need to perform any one experiment which our external examiner, which we have given you any one question. So you have to perform any one question which is given in your question paper. So here to study the population of density by quadrant method, and to study the osmosis by potato osmoscope. So here also any one experiment you need to perform in the exam from the question number 2. So the question number 2, which will come for 3 marks, that is your minor experiment. So here question number 2, which is B experiment, which is list of minor experiment to perform question number 2, which is divided into the 2 experiments. Here to study the population density by quadrant method, and the second experiment is to study the osmosis by potato osmoscopes. From these 2 experiments, you just need to perform any one experiment in the exam. So here in the question number 2, we have already performed this experiment number 2, which is to study the osmoscope by potato osmoscope. To study the osmosis by potato osmoscope. So we'll move to the next experiment, that is question number 3. So the question number 3, which is our minor experiment. The minor experiment, you have given two questions here, that is to study the soil sample for its type, and the second one to study the water sample for its pH. Now here we have already performed to study the water sample for its pH, and in case they will from the given two experiments. Now this experiment, which is question number 3, which is also your minor experiment, which will also come for 3 marks in the practical examination. Now we'll move to our next experiment D, which is your list of spotting for question number 4. Now our biology question pattern paper is divided into the 4 questions for the writing or the experiment part, and the question number 5, which is project, and question number 6, which is viva, and question number 7, which is your journal. So now here the project, which is question number 5, which is containing 5 marks in the examination. So we will going to provide you any project. So at the end of all the experiment, you have to write your project, and for that project they have given 5 marks. Now question number 6. So question number 6 is viva, which will be going to taken in the examination, in the board, HSC board examination, practical examination. So question number 6, which is viva. So viva will taken in the HSC board practical examination by the examiner only. So here the viva is containing 2 marks. So the question number 2 is containing 2 marks. Here we will going to write it down. So question number 5, which is our project, which is containing 5 marks, and viva, that is question number 6, which is containing 2 marks in the examination, and the last question, which is question number 7, which is your journal. Now here in the question number 7, so we have already given you the instructions that you have to write it down all the experiments in the A4 size paper, that is Navneet A4 size papers, which you have to attach in the one file. And for the biology experiment, you have to take a blue color file. So inside that file you have to attach all your experiments which we have given you in the PDF format. So here it is your question number 7, which is your journal. So inside your journal there will be all the experiments should become, all the experiments means which is question number 1, question number 2, question number 3 and the question number 4. That is experiment number 1, experiment number 2, experiment number 3 and the experiment number 4. Now here the question number 7, which is containing 3 marks in the examination point of view. For the practical examination, your journal is containing 3 marks. So students, make sure that your journal is neat and clean. So your writing is neat and clean, and you just have to write it down with the one ink only, whether it will be blue or black. And the diagram and the observation should be write it down or the drawn on the blank page only with the pencil. So here we have discussed about all the question, that is question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 5 and question number 6 and question number 7. Now here we will discuss about our question number 4, which is the major part of our biology practical examination. So here our question number 4, which is containing 10 marks in the exam, which is spotting part. Now here in the question number 4, you do not require to perform any kind of experiment. You just need to go on the different spots, that is, they have already given you the 10 spot, which is spot A, spot B, spot C, spot D, spot E, F, G, H, I, J. So these are your 10 spots. Now here, inside the 10 spots, they have given the different specimens. So, like take one example like spot A. To study the adaptation of the pollination by insect and the wind from colored photograph diagram of the suitable flowers. Now here we will just keep the two type of the pollination here. So the two type of the pollination is by insect pollination or through wind pollination. So we can keep the color photographs or the specimen or the preserved specimens also. So here you do not need to perform any experiment, any kind of experiment here. You just need to go on that spot. You just have to observe that spot, and while writing in your paper, that is question number 4, you have to write it down spot A. So inside the exam, when you are writing your spots, first you have to write it down spot A. Spot A, which is your study of adaptation of pollen by. Now students, we will going to talk about question number 4, which is containing the major part of your all the experiment, that is 10 marks. Now here the question number 4 is divided into 10 spots, that is spotting part. So from A to J there are 10 spots. So spot A, spot B, spot C, spot D, spot E, F, G, H, I, J. So here they have given the 10 spots. Now here all the spots were given here. Now with the help of, now here you can see the spot A. Spot A, which is study of adaptation of the pollination by insect or the wind from the color photograph diagram of the suitable flowers. Now here you don't need to perform any kind of experiment over here. You just need to go on spot, take your answer sheet, and on that answer sheet you just have to write it down question number 4. And the question number 4, you have to write it down spot A. So you have to write it down spot A, and inside the spot A we have given you any pollination, any type of adaptation of pollination, like it will be the chart or it will be in the format of the preserved sample material. So here we will provide you any one sample or the photograph which will be insect or the wind pollination. So you just need to go on spot A and you just have to identify which adaptation of pollination is that. So whether it can be insect or it can be wind. So it is very easy. You just need to go on your spot A. So you have to go on your spot A and you have to write it down on your answer sheet, that is question number 4, and below the question number 4 you will start with the spot A. Spot A, we will provide you any kind of adaptation of the pollination, that will be insect or the wind pollination. So you just need to go there and you just have to identify which kind of pollination it is, and with the help of identification you just need to write it down the 2 observation point which we have given you in the journal, whether it will be 2 or 3. So you have to write it down, or you have to learn the 3 points of your observation which we have given you inside your journal. Now exactly like that, that is spot B. Spot B, which is study of meiosis with the help of photographs or the diagrams. So here, study of the meiosis. Now the spot B. So whether it can be a photograph or whether it can be a diagram format, or whether we can keep the permanent slides also on inside the compound microscope. So you just need to go and observe the spot B, and you have to write it down the 3 points of the meiosis. So here it can be any kind of phase inside the meiosis. So which phases we have taught you in the experiments or in the observation or in the spottings, that is question number 4. You just have to write it down, those only. So you just need to go there in the spot B. You just need to go on the spot B, and you just need to identify which phase of this of meiosis, and with the help of observation you have to write it down the 3 points of meiosis. By the observation you must have identified which stage it is, and with the help of identification you have to write it down the 3 point of that phase. Okay. Now here we can keep the permanent slides also, or the photographs also, or the diagrams also. Now we'll come to the next spot, that is spot C. So the spot C, which is your study of bagging or the tagging or emasculation. So here on the spot C, which we have given you the bagging, tagging or the emasculation. From this 3 experiments or the observation, from this 3 experiment, any one which will come for the examination, that is your practical examination. So we can keep the specimens also, photographs also, or the diagrams also. So whatever we have taught in the practicals or our daily practicals, whatever we have taught you, that we are keeping specimen, we are keeping diagrams, we are keeping the permanent slides, or we are keeping the photographs. With that only, that all things which we have told you, so that will going to keep in the exam. So you just need to go on that spot and you just have to identify what is that spot, or what is that spot containing. So here in the spot C, they have given bagging, tagging or the emasculation. From these 3 specimens, only one will come. So any one will come from these 3 specimens. So you have to identify. So here also in your answer sheet you have to write it down spot C, and spot C there will be the study of bagging, tagging or the emasculation. Any spot will come. Any experiment will come. So now here we'll move to the next, that is spot D. So on the answer sheet again you have to write it down spot D. Now here on the spot D there will be the study of plant from the xeric and the aquatic habit. So xeric and the aquatic. Okay, so xeric and the aquatic. So xeric, there will be any 2 specimen will be there. It will be in the format of the specimens, photographs or the diagram. And from the adaptation, any 2 specimen will be there, specimens, photographs or the diagram. So from xeric and aquatic, there will be only one specimen will come. From xeric or the aquatic, from this both, any one experiment or any one specimen will come, and you have to identify that specimen from the xeric and the aquatic. So here you have to go on spot D, and from spot D you have to identify whether it is xeric or the aquatic habitat, or from xeric or the aquatic they will provide you any one specimen or the photograph or the diagram. Whatever we will taught you in the exam, whatever we will teach you in the exam point of view, that we will only going to keep in the exam, and from that only you have to write it down. So we will provide you the 3 points of this all, xeric also and the aquatic habitat also, and you have to write it down, that 3 observation point in the exam, in the practical examination. Now we'll moving to the spot E. Spot E. Now we have done with the spot A, B, C, D. Now spot E. So spot E is demonstrate of paper chromatography or to 4-leaf experiments. Now here they will provide you the setup of the paper chromatography or the 4-leaf experiment. Okay. So we will teach you this all the experiments and the paper chromatography also. So here also we will provide you the 3 points. Now the setup is also there. You just need to go on the spot E. So we will keep the setup of paper chromatography, and there will be also optional setup will be also be there to 4-leaves experiment, which means from the paper chromatography and to 4-leaf experiment there will be any one experiment will come. So we will keep the setup of any one experiment on the table. So you just need to go on spot E. You just have to write it down, the spot E in your paper, and with the help of observation you have to write it down, the 3 points which we have given you in the examination, which we have given you the practical daily practicals. So you have to write it down, whatever you have written in your journals, you have to write it down, that 3 point or the 3 observation points of any one experiment which we have given you in the practical examination. Now we'll moving to the next spot, that is spot F, to study of the Anatrophus or the Orthotropous ovule through photographs and the diagram. Now here we can keep the permanent slides also, photographs also, or the diagrams also. So any 2 ovule which will going to keep, whether it will be Anatrophus or the Orthotropous. So you just have to identify, you need to go on spot F. On the spot F table they will provide you the Anatrophus or the Orthotropous. So you have to identify. We will not going to provide you any kind of label or any kind of heading over there. We will hide everything over there with the white paper, and you have to go on the spot F and you have to observe. With the observation only you have to identify whether it is Anatrophus or whether it is Orthotropous. So with the help of photograph, permanent slides or the diagram, you need to identify which type of ovule it is. So here also with the help of diagram, photographs or the slides, you will observe and you have to write it down, the 3 points. Any one ovule or the ovule type which will come in the spot F. So you just have to identify which kind of ovule it is, and you have to observe it, and with the help of observation you have to write it down, the 3 observation point which we have given you inside your journal in the daily practicals. Okay. Now moving to the next spot, that is spot G. So spot G is containing study of common disease causing organisms. So in this common disease causing organisms, we will keep specimen, photographs, diagrams or the permanent slides. So with the help of this you have to identify. So there are 4 common disease causing organisms. So with the help of organism, you have to study the common disease causing organisms. So with the help of specimens, photographs, diagrams or the permanent slide, with the help of this you have to identify which kind of organism, disease causing organism it is. So we will again keep one table for the spot G. For the spot G you have to go on that table, and on the spot G you have to identify which disease causing organism it is, and which we have already done in the daily practical examination. So we'll teach you which disease causing organisms are coming inside this spot G. So you just have to go on the observation table and you have to observe the organism, and with the help of specimen, photographs, diagrams and the permanent slides after the observation. So you have to write it down, the 3 points which we have again given in the inside your journal. So you just have to write it down, that 3 points only. Now we'll moving to the next spot, that is spot H, to study of human brain. Now here we can keep the model of the human brain, and we can also keep the photographs also and the diagrams also. So here the study of the human brain, spot H. So we will keep the, again one table will be there for the spot H. So here we'll keep the human brain, whether it can be in the model format, photograph format or the diagram format. So here if we are keeping any photographs, any models, any diagrams, there are no label diagrams or any kind of label should be provided you in the examination. You just have to go on the spot H and you have to identify by yourself whether it is brain or what kind of model it is. So you just have to identify it is human brain in the spot H, and with the help of the model and with the help of the observation, again you have to write it down, the 3 points which we have given inside your journal. Now here also we'll moving to the next spot, that is spot H. So spot H is containing to study of the pedigree charts or the study of the VS of blastula, TS of testis, TS of ovary with the help of photographs and the diagram. So here they have given 2 parts or the 2 experiments, that is the experiment that is the pedigree chart or the study of the VS of blastula, TS of testis and the TS of ovary. So here we can keep the photographs, diagrams or the permanent slides. Any one, like if there will be the photographs also, if there will be the diagrams also and the permanent slides also. So here pedigree charts, we have charts, photographs for the pedigree charts, and for the VS of blastula, TS of testis and the TS of ovary we have permanent slides. Now if we are taking the practical of the spotting, that time we are going to provide you all the information about these things. Now here we are just explaining, we are just getting the information about how our examination skeleton paper will going to come. Now here the pedigree charts, which is containing charts, and the VS of blastula, TS of testis and the TS of ovary which is containing the permanent slides. Now the pedigree charts, so you just need to go on the spot I, and there will be the separate table for the spot I also. So spot I, you just need to go there from the pedigree chart or this 3 slides, which is VS of blastula, TS of testis and the TS of ovary. Any slide or any pedigree chart we will going to keep over there. So with the help of your observation, you have to identify what exactly that is, whether it is a pedigree chart of or whether it is a permanent slide of VS of blastula, TS of testis or the TS of ovary. Okay. Now here any one specimen will come from this 2. Now moving to the next spot, that is your spot G. Now here the spot G is to study of animal found in the xeric and the aquatic habitat. Now here any animal. Now in the spot D, they have given the plant specimens of the xeric and the aquatic habitat. Now in the spot J, they have given the animal found in the xeric and the aquatic habitat. Which animal found in the xeric and the aquatic animal habitat. Now here any xeric animal or any aquatic animal you have to provide it, or will teach you in the examination, will teach you in the practical about all those things. So we can keep the specimens, preserved specimens, photographs, diagrams or anything which we can keep the specimen, photographs or the diagram. So with the help of this specimen, photographs and the diagram, you have to identify whether it is a xeric or the aquatic habitat. So on the spot J, that is table J, for the spot J, on that table we will going to keep any one specimen of the xeric or the aquatic habitat animals. So you have to identify what animal it is, whether it is from the xeric adaptation or from it is the aquatic habitat or the aquatic or the xeric habitat or the aquatic habitat. Now the study of the animal found in the xeric and the aquatic habitat. So any one specimen will going to keep, and you have to identify with the observation. You have to write it down, the 3 observing point which we have given you inside your journal while the time of the daily experiments or the daily practicals. Now here we have already discussed about our spotting part, which is question number 4, which is 10 spots over there, which is spot A to J. So here A to J, all the experiments, all the information about the experiment they have given over here. Now here you can see the spot A to J, which is for 10 marks here, which will come in the practical examination for the 10 marks. So it means each and every spot is divided into the 1 marks. So spot A, which is containing 1 marks, spot B 1, spot C 1 mark, then each and every spot is containing 1 marks. So here, dear friends, so here students, please note down this thing. While writing this spotting part, you have to be very much sure about these things, that you are writing the spot A. Now there will be the adaptation of the pollination only. Now if you are writing spot B, there will be the meiosis slides only. If you are writing the spot C, there will be the bagging, tagging or the emasculation only. If you are writing about the spot D, there will be the plant, which will be xeric or the aquatic habitat only. If you are writing the spot E, there will be the demonstration of the 2 experiments, that is the paper chromatography or the 4-leaf experiments. And if you are writing about the spot F, there will be the study of Anatrophus and the Orthotrophus ovule. And if you are writing about the spot G, there will be the study of the common disease causing organisms. And then spot H, there will be the study of the human brain. And spot I, there will be the study of the pedigree chart and the study of the VS of blastula, TS of testis and the TS of ovary only. And the last spot, that is spot J, which is study of animal found in xeric and the aquatic habitat. So while observing this, you have to be very much, you have to be with the presence of mind, you have to write it down what you are writing over there. So here, with the help of this skeleton paper, we have already given you all the information about question number 1, question number 2, question number 3 and the question number 4, and also question number 5, question number 6 and the question number 7. Now here we have already divided the 30 marks into question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4, question number 5, question number 6 and question number 7. So with the help of this, you can understand, with the help of this question, practical examination skeleton paper, you can understand what kind of questions will come in the practical exam, or how you have to perform, or how you have to write it down, your practical examination paper for the 30. Now here we have discussed about the practical examination skeleton paper, which is for the 30 marks, and which we have already discussed the question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So here students, this is our HSC board practical examination skeleton paper. With the help of this, you can understand which experiments will going to come in the exam, and what you have to perform and what you have to write it down inside your exam. So this is the distribution of the marks. Here also I am going to write it down, the question number 1, which will come for 4 marks, question number 2 which will come for 3 marks, and question number 3 which will come for 3 marks. Now you can understand how your marks is also going to distribute it with this manner. Now here we have already discussed about the skeleton paper. So here is your all question number 7. With one by one we're going to complete our experiments or the spotting part. Before starting the spotting, so this is the important thing you should know about what specimens and what things we do or we perform in the spotting, and what we do in the spotting. So spotting is your question number 4, and which will come for 10 marks, which is very, very important. And we will provide you the 3 points of the observation, and one by one will complete the experiments also of the spotting part. And with the help of that, you will going to understand which spot and which experiment we have performed in all those part. And with the help of that, will provide you the PDF also of that experiments, of the spotting experiments, and you have to write it down, the three points of the observation, with the help of that PDF. And in the examination also you have to write it down, that 3 points only. Okay, so we have done with our skeleton paper explanation. Thank you students, thank you all of you.